Choir, and you're watching Leopard Spotlight!
Welcome everybody to Leopard Spotlight. I'm Shivani Radhakrishnan.
And I'm Sylvia Hansen.
In this edition, we'll cast our lines with the fishing team.
We'll go on a backstage adventure with the theater program.
And finally, we'll shine our spotlight on our featured club of the month.
But first, in downtown McKinney, there's a new entertainment venue with a little twist. Grant and Cheney take us inside the Comedy Arena.
This past spring, downtown McKinney saw the arrival of a new type of store. The Comedy Arena serves as an improv school during the day and an entertainment center by night.
We are the Comedy Arena. We've been open for about 5 months now. We do improv comedy. Our model, or our mantra basically here is we want to build relationships, right? So improv is all about building relationships. You build relationships on stage with your characters that you make up. So we are trying to spread that with McKinney.
I got to participate in a Tinder game, and it was great being on stage and just getting to be interactive with the players.
It's fun for the whole family. It's very entertaining, and we had a great time.
Employee and performer Sean Patrick says that the importance of improv is
the fact that you're yes-anding everything. And I would love to teach the next generation of students how to accept what's going on and continue pushing on. A lot of times we get a lot of people telling us no. That's not our job at the Comedy Arena. We want to make this kind of a learning experience just as much as it is a fun experience.
To technical director Gary Powers, improv provides a much-needed break from day-to-day life.
So one of the things that I think is really cool about being an entertainer is giving people a place to go and escape from real life, right? Real life can be stressful. There's hurricanes, there's earthquakes, there's all kinds of bad things happening in the world. There's threats from other countries, there's just the pressures of life. And what's nice is we provide a place for people to come, and for 90 minutes they can just hang out, laugh, forget their troubles, forget the world's problems, just have a good time.
For Daniel, laughter serves a bigger purpose than just entertainment.
Laughter has healing elements and healing properties. It's like your body, once you're laughing, that gives you positive endorphins, and it just makes everything just work better. You know, they say laughter is the best medicine. It kind of is. So if you can come to a place where you are specifically here to get laughter, you know, you can't get any better than that.
This is Grant Dennis and Cheney Kelly, reporting for the Lovejoy News Network.
The Comedy Arena offers improv classes for high schoolers every Wednesday night, starting November 15th.
While many sports stress the importance of practice making perfect, the fishing team also deals with a variable that lies out of their hands. Clayton and Sophie take us down to the lake.
That's a largemouth. That's a freaking sand bass.
As more obscure sports programs like the bowling team are being recognized here at Lovejoy, our high school fishing team has a success story unlike any other.
The fishing team at Lovejoy High School started 4 years ago. My youngest son, Sam, who was not even in high school yet, who said that's what he wanted to do. High school fishing was becoming a thing, and I don't know that many people would even think that competitive fishing exists in high school. There's now over 600 teams in the state of Texas, and Lovejoy has won the state championship 2 of the first 4 years in its existence. This thing has grown from what was a curiosity into a dominating force in Texas high school bass fishing.
The existence of Lovejoy's fishing program can be attributed to one specific moment shared between Father Glenn and son Sam.
Yeah, we were actually just sitting on the beach chilling one day, and I had stopped playing baseball that previous spring, and I was like, Dad, we're gonna start a fishing team. That's what I'm gonna do for the rest of high school, and that's hopefully what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life is start in high school, fish in college, and then go professional. And just keep doing what I do.
Part of fishing's unique challenge is the seemingly unpredictable nature of the fish, an independent variable which most sports teams don't typically deal with.
When we go out and pre-fish and we're just really struggling, nobody's catching any fish, and you basically just want to sell all your stuff when you get home after the lake that day.
Rather than getting discouraged, members of the fishing team work even harder to improve their angling skills.
I'm really proud of the work that these kids have done. I'm really proud of the success they've had, but more importantly, it's the way they go about it, that they're good ambassadors for the sport. They'll take time out to teach the younger kids, and it's neat to see them be ambassadors of Lovejoy and ambassadors of fishing in general, and then just good sportsmen and gentlemen. That's the thing, that's the leading message that makes me happiest about this team.
You've never seen Sandy's blow up like that?
This is Clayton Houts and Sophie Ansenek reporting for the Lovejoy News Network.
Producing a play requires a lot of hard work by a number of students. So how did the theater department handle putting on 2 productions simultaneously? Shivani and Andrew take us backstage for the story.
This year, the theater department made a change to its annual routine of producing a fall play. Director Jessica Brewster hopes that doing 2 plays will allow the theater department to increase their impact on the community.
We decided to do 2 plays this year because we really wanted to reach a large audience and to serve the needs of our students, to make sure they had varied experiences. Ant and the Grasshopper is really great because we're able to take it on tour to the elementary schools and really showcase their talents there. Both shows are really a lot of fun and both lighthearted comedies, and one's for children and then one is obviously a Shakespeare show. Oh my gosh, the kids absolutely loved the show. They were interacting with us, they were already sending us emails, and we got lots of really great parental feedback.
Not only does doing 2 shows allow the theater department to increase their community impact, it also encourages more students to participate in the program.
Another great reason of doing 2 consecutive shows is it allows more students opportunities, and so we were able to cast more students in our first show, or first 2 shows now, than we have in the past. So that's been a really great recruitment tool. Miss Brewster is directing Ant and the Grasshopper, and I'm directing Midsummer, and so we have our own rehearsal times, we have our own rehearsal schedules, we have enough space now to where we can rehearse in multiple spaces. So we're working kind of side by side, but also very independently.
While members of the community may not be able to see what goes on behind the scenes, the tech program has also been impacted by this change.
Having 2 plays does open up more spots. It gives us more opportunities for tech and for acting-wise, and it's a lot more fun because we get to, if you're tech, you usually get to work both, and it's pretty cool. We got to work in different parts for both plays, and I just don't think it was harder with just adding another thing on. It's just more work and more time at school. This year, we seem a lot more put together and more as a company than we were.
This is Shivani Radhakrishnan and Andrew Khalil reporting for the Lovejoy News Network. We close this edition with a new feature where we take an inside look at some of the various organizations here at LHS. For more on this week's group, you can find Sylvia and Preston in the club.
The Gay Straight Alliance, also known as the GSA, serves a unique purpose in the community.
The Gay Straight Alliance is a club, and it's really just meant to be an open, safe place for all of our LGBTQ students and anyone who are supporters of the LGBTQ movement and allies, and it's just a place where we can all be ourselves.
On September 9th, members came together at Celebration Park to kick off the year.
So this event is where people in the GSA or not in the GSA, like people who are interested in it or whatever, come and hang out in tie-dye shirts towards the beginning of the year to kind of get more of the freshmen involved and like make sure that people know that it's a thing, and it's kind of our like kickoff event.
The Gay Straight Alliance relies heavily on a few core values.
We have 3 words that we're using to kind of guide us this whole year, and that's advocate, educate, and support. Support, obviously, to raise up our students who identify somewhere on the LGBTQ spectrum, or know people who identify like that. And then educate. We want to educate people in our in the community, and also people who don't identify somewhere on that spectrum, about LGBTQ issues and things that affect us. For advocate, it's all about speaking up, speaking out to people and getting the word out about us, and the fact that let people realize that the things they do and the things they say do affect people in our community.
To junior Alec Wellhouse, the GSA has a deeper meaning.
It's a safe place and a place where you can go to be yourself. Even if you feel like an outcast, like you don't belong somewhere, you can come to like the GSA and hang out with us, because we're all heartwarming people who love and support every single person.
Hansen believes the most important part of the club is to open mind.
Anybody can come to this club, and that you don't even have to necessarily support what we are for, but if you are willing to hear what we have to say, and if you want to ask us any questions, we are here to have a positive conversation with anybody about it. We're not here to fight people. We're not here to argue. We're here to open minds and have people have a better understanding of who we are.
This is Sylvia Hansen and Preston Kahn reporting for the Lovejoy News Network.
We hope you enjoyed these stories. Until next time, I'm Sylvia Hansen.
And I'm Shivani Radhakrishnan.
And remember, if there's a story to find,
we'll find it here on Leopard Spotlight.